We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It's the Phoenix Suns taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And it's the Suns to start out. So with Johnson on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. They've got Nikola Jokic. Edwards is out there with Lucas. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. Here's Kobe. Phoenix grabs the miss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And so Curry will bring it up for San Antonio. At the top of the key, Malone. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, Malone's strength can be intimidating. He's superb at scoring, even when the D is draped all over.
Jordan looking it over. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Curry, good.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Iverson. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Bryant the pass to Rice. Fades away. Lucas with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Iverson over Malone. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Moses Malone. The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Kobe against Jordan. Bryant. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And it takes a Herculean defensive effort to rattle Bryant. He sinks contested shots at will. How about his focus?
Jokic with the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Iverson against Curry. To the middle. Malone in the post. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Lucas. Here's Edwards. Rebound, Malone.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Curry kicks to Malone. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Iverson against Curry. That one goes. Count it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Malone. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Driving to the basket. And stolen by Lucas. Outside Edwards. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Malone's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Kobe, the pass to Curry. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Malone, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
It's blocked. Jokic inside, working on Malone.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls, and some changes here for the Spurs. Tatum, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Devin Booker in for Kobe. And for the Suns, Patrick Ewing's checked in for Jokic. Johnson comes in for Edwards. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Allen Iverson. And the Suns call their first time out of the game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Now, here is Jordan. Here's Rose. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And this is who Rose is. This guy's a warrior, never backing down from an aggressive defense.
Outside, Malone. 20 feet out. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Back to Johnson. There's 1:17 left in the first. 4 on the clock. Rose passes to Jordan. Over Tatum. No good from Jordan.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Johnson against Booker. Here's Curry with the three. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Now here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Just his first attempt. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you. Booker
against Johnson. Booker looking around. Curry fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lucas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Rose in the post, misses from short range. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Suns on top, up by. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Jason Tatum is out there with Parrish. Then it's Curry. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Richmond in at the 2. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Brunson against Curry. Brunson kicks to Ewing. Here's Edwards. Rebound, San Antonio. Richmond outside. He feeds it to Curry. And there's the pass to Bryant. And Bryant throws it down.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now Iverson. And the rejection by Parrish. Bryant the pass to Holmgren. Up and in on the layup. Holmgren's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Phoenix calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ewing left side. Pass to Edwards. Iverson outside. The offensive rebound. Ewing. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Bryant dishes to Curry. From deep. And it's Bryant missing. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Raptors. Jokic passes to Ewing. He gets that one. Ewing's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing, easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Edwards. The 3 ball. The three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Bryant, that's for 2. The rebound by Ewing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Jokic has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Fires from the line. And it's Kobe missing.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Edwards passes to Jokic. From the left block. And the rejection by Holmgren. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. And then on Thursday.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rice is checked in, and it's Devin Booker in for Curry. Phoenix calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
So for the Suns, Michael Jordan is checked in for Edwards. Johnson comes in for Allen Iverson. And it's Rose in for Jalen Brunson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Holmgren. The second chance effort. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Parrish. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Tatum, he's checked in for Kobe. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. Back to Johnson. Here's Jordan. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. San Antonio leading. Pass to Rice. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Lucas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson in the corner. Rose looking around. Pass to Lucas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Parrish gets the rebound. Parrish has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They created some momentum for themselves in the second and went into halftime up by 3. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
It's been tough sledding for them. Reminds me of my free throw percentage, under 35. They need better execution if they want to create high-quality looks. It's going to take a team effort. We'll see if they're up to it.
And that'll do it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
So with Johnson on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Lucas is out there with Jokic. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Edwards. And it's Iverson in at the point guard position.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Iverson. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Curry on the wing, Kobe. Holmgren at the elbow. 5 to shoot. And here's Bryant outside. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Jordan finds Jokic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
You simply can't move Jokic. He's like a statue out there and can hit any shot through contact.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Phoenix calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And Ewing, with that size, really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And it's Iverson missing. So it's San Antonio now. They lead by 1. Here's Rice, and it's blocked. Iverson against Curry. There's the pass to Lucas. Suns moving the ball around. Edwards inside. Can't cash in from close range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Iverson outside. This is to Lucas. Back to Iverson. It's Edwards on the wing. It's Jordan on the wing. Pass to Iverson. Shoots over Curry. And Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist from Michael Jordan. 8 points for Iverson.
Deadly shooter from everywhere. Iverson makes that one with a hand in his face.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Iverson outside. And here is Lucas. Out to Edwards. Passes it to Lucas. Shoots over Curry. No good from Lucas. And here are the Spurs. It's a 1-point game. Malone trying to break free. And Ewing sends it back. Outside Edwards. Pass to Ewing. Over Bryant. No good off the back of the rim. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Spurs over Jordan. Here's Malone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
So for the Suns, Magic Johnson, he checked in for Edwards. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Allen Iverson. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. .132 left in the third. Tatum finds Booker. From the low block, drained for 2 points. Booker's got his first basket of the night.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Ewing the pass to Johnson. And no good. Good D by Booker. San Antonio leading. .103 left to play in the third. And Ewing sends it back. And it's Parrish missing. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Here's Parrish. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jordan with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Ewing in the corner. Shoots over Parrish. Offensive rebound. No good from Lucas.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's Rose. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Bryant. Holmgren is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Malone in at the center position. Curry wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's Johnson. Over Bryant. Johnson can't hit. Johnson's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry so deadly from the corner.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Iverson outside. Back to Jordan. Ryan against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Edwards, he's checked in for Magic Johnson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Malone. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Phoenix. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The pass to Malone. Spurs working the ball around now. Kobe, that's for 2. They get the rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jerry Lucas.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And the Suns making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And stolen by Bryant. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Malone. Tries again. And the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Well, once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bryant the pass to Holmgren. Holmgren with the steal. Malone misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
San Antonio with the ball. They lead by 1. Here's Curry. Holmgren trying to get open. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Inside. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Iverson's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Phoenix calls timeout. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rice is checked in, and it's Devin Booker in for Curry. Here's Iverson. Good D by Booker. San Antonio leading. To the inside, Malone. And then Malone with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren. Spurs leading by 4. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Iverson. Shoots. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Holmgren.
And Iverson, the master of the and-one. Just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 1. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Back to Booker. Passes to Malone. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
And that one misses. Edwards dishes to Iverson. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Holmgren. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Booker. It counts!
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
Iverson against Booker. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. There's the feed to Kobe. Jordan with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. San Antonio calls timeout. They're ahead by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The pressure is on, but Booker can handle it. He just has to trust himself.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Timeout called, the Suns. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Here's Iverson. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
A volume shooter, Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
He gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Iverson. Outside Edwards. He's off from 3. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, Booker is consistent from the free throw line, so he can absolutely get it all done here.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done, and to send these fans.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Utah Jazz. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. We've got George, Davis out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And Davis slams it home.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Doncic on the wing. Back to Anthony. And Davis with the block. Anthony with a bucket.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Moncrief, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
One of the toughest customers and competitors in the league, Sidney Moncrief.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Allen. Three-pointer. The rebound by Duncan.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Not quite sure if Moncrief will take the shot or pass it when you're defending him. That time the defense a little too tight there.
Good on both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Inside, Doncic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Doncic hits them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Moncrief. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, what makes Moncrief so great, beyond the athleticism, consistency, smarts, toughness, two-way playability, is his amazing strength for a guard.
Allen outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Doncic outside. Now Allen from behind the arc. The Jazz again can't hit.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Moncrief. Antetokounmpo covering. Antetokounmpo with the block. All alone on the break. And the big finish by Giannis.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duncan. Now here's George. Here's Moncrief. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Moncrief's got 8 points.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Doncic finds Anthony. He takes it in. Second chance effort. The shot by Howard, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Davis slams it home.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
And the Jazz call time here. So both teams changing it up here. Sacramento on D. They lead by 4. Cooper passes to Camby. Clock at 6. Here's Dumars. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Moncrief. Give him 8. Step back shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Shays. The layup off target.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Shays. And it's Battier with a rebound. Utah trailing here. Antetokounmpo, left side. No good on the shot. Jones with some nice D. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Kings. Moncrief, the pass to Jones. Driving to the basket. Thurman's shot is off. Here's Dumars. "35 seconds left in the first." A nice shot by Cooper.
How about Cooper taking advantage of the opportunity there? Gets himself open and cashes in.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yet to see a basket. Jones, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Dumars passes to Worthy. Here's Bridges. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Jazz. They're up by 3. And we'll be back. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Utah.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
We've got Dwight Howard. Mikal Bridges is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Worthy in at the 4. That's the group for Utah right now.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Doncic right side. Here's Howard. Hauled in by the Kings. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, "People take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted." BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Ginobili. Nice D from Bridges. Utah leading. From deep, here's Doncic. The Jazz again can't hit. Here's West. To the inside. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Jazz on offense. Doncic on the wing. And he lobs it up top. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Wednesday and then on Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And you know, for that matchup with the Nuggets, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
The Kings making a switch here. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Pass to Duncan. Davis down low. Sacramento again missing. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. George outside. Pass to West. Here's the three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Kings lead by 2.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Jazz making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. George, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. 6 on the shot clock, and Doncic puts up a deep 3.
They look frustrated right now. Nothing seems to be falling, and it's starting to get to them.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Kings with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Shoots. Goes back up. Davis with the bucket. Getting it done inside. Davis has got 6.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Going inside, West. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Cooper passes to Jordan. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to West. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Sacramento.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And Utah calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Kings on D. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Dumars passes to Anthony. Here's Cooper. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's George. Some solid defense from Jordan. And so it's Utah with it. Anthony outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Jordan. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, the Jazz making a change here. .110 left in the second quarter. Here's George. The rebound by the Jazz.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
It's George on the wing. That's in there. Davis with the assist. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Battier. Here's Jordan. And that one's long.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
To the middle. Here's Davis. Oh, Jordan with the block.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Here's Anthony. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Moncrief. Oh, there's the alley. And George with the jam.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. Big fella, what's your take on Sacramento so far?
Well, we know the coach is happy. Steady start to the night for them. They're not wasting possession. They built a nice lead.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. On the court for Sacramento. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis out there with Paul George. And it's Duncan in at the 4 spot. Here's Allen. Puts it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Left side, Davis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Dwight Howard picks one up. That free throw good from Davis.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Anthony, the pass to Doncic. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Duncan's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Wing shot on the way. And George gets it to go on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Anthony finds Howard. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Antetokounmpo for 3. Buries it from 3. Antetokounmpo has got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
George, the rebound by the Jazz.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Kicks it to Doncic. Anthony outside. Back to Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. The Kings leading. George outside. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Lots of tough places to play in this league, Clark. Which team you think has the best home court advantage?
Well, I think a number of teams would fit into that category. The Nuggets, because of the geography and the toughness of the altitude there. But the Knicks, when they're good, there's a hard place to play. Portland, when the Blazers are rolling, is a heck of a home court advantage. Boston, with their history and the great teams they've had in the past and what they've had recently, those are some that come to mind for me.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, there will always be players looking to change teams, but Commissioner Silver said, quote, when a player asks to be moved, it has a ripple effect. Lots of other players are impacted by that as well. It's one of those issues that we intend to discuss and see if there are remedies for this. Brian, interesting to see what comes of those talks.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting. All right, Allie, good stuff. Here's Camby. Sacramento grabs the miss. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ginobili. Pass to Thurman. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the basket by West.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Doncic passes to Worthy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Pass to Duncan. From 12 feet. Rebounded by the Jazz.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Here's West. There's the three. And Camby pulls it down. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
With the drive, here's West. Here's Duncan. Doncic grabs the miss.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
"54 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And a miss there on the triple.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
There's the drive. Oh, rejected by Howard. Here's Worthy. Pass to Allen. Doncic outside. Knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the bucket on the breakaway.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
And here's Doncic. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Dwight Howard out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Allen in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Here's West. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, the poise that Worthy brings to his game, I mean, it's impressive. He keeps his cool even in tough situations, and he always seems to allow the game to come to him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Pass to Camby. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now George. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Knocks it loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Utah with the ball. Pass to Howard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Dwight Howard getting a little tricky there, pulling him in with the pump fake and able to draw the foul.
And he's good on the second. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to West. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep.
Timeout, timeout.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And Utah calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The Jazz making a switch here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
During that break, the coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thank you for that, Allie. Ooh, poked away. Here's Battier into the lane.
Sometimes you forget how athletic Battier is. I mean, he's more than capable of these throwdowns.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Moncrief. Throws it up high. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Moncrief. Shot clock at 5.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete at his size, with his agility and length and strength. And what really makes him special is that he works so hard on the defensive end. If he's on you, he's going to make it a long night for you.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Moncrief, no good. Moncrief's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Dumars. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
Sacramento calls timeout.
Start it.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. To the inside, here's George. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Benign contact like that, not going to do anything to disrupt George's focus. Been around too long for that.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
George against Anthony. On the wing, Davis. Back to George. To the paint. Moncrief. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Kings lead by 10.
You know, even though he's about 6'4", Moncrief is comfortable looking to do work inside. He's not afraid of anybody in there.
Pass to West. Here's Moncrief. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 12-point Sacramento lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Allen, he's checked in for Utah. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for the Kings. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Anthony outside. Oh, George with a steal. From down in the low post, it goes.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Jordan's checked in for Howard. OG Anunoby comes in for Anthony. Bridges, he's checked in for Allen. And Cooper subbed in for Luka Doncic.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching.